This morning, U of L men's basketball season is over, and Kenny Payne's time as head coach is likely nearing an end. Overnight, the Associated Press reported Louisville plans to fire Payne after his 12-52 two-season record. The AP cited a person close to the situation. Now, we're expecting an official announcement on Payne's future with the program as early as today. But Payne's latest loss, of course, with the team came in the first round of the ACC tournament to North Carolina State.
WHAS11 sports director Kent Spencer is in Washington, D.C. with the team and heard Payne's explanation for the losing record.
Louisville has officially wrapped up year 2 under Kenny Payne. In those 2 seasons, the Cards have won 12 games and lost 52. Louisville expects at some point in the next 24 to 48 hours to move on from Kenny Payne as head coach of the men's basketball program. After their loss to North Carolina State here in D.C., I asked Payne about his job status. With the season now over, have you been told anything about your future as head coach with the program?
No, I have not. When I walked into the program as the new head coach, I talked about I needed everybody on the same page. We sort of forgot that. I talked about how I'm not going to let you blame me. I'm not standing up here by myself. I need all of Louisville with me. We sort of forgot that. I talked about it's going to take time, and I'm going to watch and see who jumped on and off the Titanic. We sort of forgot that.
He's like a true third father, another father to me, and he's like poured so much into me.
I love Louisville. I played here. I won a national championship here. This is not a job for me. Should not be talking about this right now, but I have to say this. These young men, to play in a program where there's so much scrutiny, is unfair to them. They deserve to play in a program where people are uplifting them to be better.
He's going to be one of the coaches that I remember for the rest of my life, honestly, because, you know, you never remember the coaches that are just don't pour their all into you. But I feel like KP pours all into you and even more.
As for the team, they remain here in D.C. They won't head back home until later today. And as for U of L Athletics Director Josh Hurd, he's currently in Indianapolis on the selection committee for the NCAA women's basketball tournament. Still waiting on official word. Reported in Washington, D.C., Ken Spencer, WHAS 11 News.
So Kenny Payne is currently in year 2 of his 6-year contract. He was hired in March of 2022. His current salary is $3.3 million a year. The current buyout on that contract is at $8 million, but that drops to $6 million on April 1st of this year. Again, we are expecting an announcement from U of L that could come as early as today. So we'll keep you updated, of course, on the air, in real time, and online at WHAS11.com. Also, do remember that if you download the free WHAS11 app, you can get those updates sent straight to your phone in real time.
Happening today, Bryce Rhodus will be officially sentenced after his conviction for a 2016 triple murder. In December, a jury returned that guilty verdict against Rhodus, who stabbed and then burned the bodies of teen brothers Larry Ordway and Maurice Gordon. Prosecutors say Rhodus killed the brothers after they saw him shoot and kill 40-year-old Christopher Jones. Rhodus' sentencing is at 1:30 today. He could serve anywhere from 20 years to life in prison without parole. And the man charged with killing a 15-year-old girl in the Algonquin neighborhood is going to be staying in jail on a massive $1 million bond. A judge set that bond for 20-year-old Adrien King in court yesterday.
All right, Mr. King, your bond was originally set at $150,000. I'm sorry, I'm going to respect the county's wishes. I'm going to increase your bond to $1 million.
King is charged in the death of Dovia Purnell. Police say surveillance video shows King walking toward Purnell's home at the Parkway Place apartment complex January 29th with a gun in his hand. Then the video shows them walking together. Soon after, officers were called to the complex where Purnell was found dead. She'd been shot in the back of the head. King is also charged with sexual misconduct and distributing child pornography. He'll be back in court next week. After hearing of King's arrest, Purnell's family said in a statement, quote, "Our family is relieved King has now been arrested so he can hopefully be prevented from victimizing any other children, and we're hopeful that justice will be done for Dovia."
8 minutes after 6 now, Louisville leaders have created a new plan to get universal pre-K across the metro. Mayor Craig Greenberg just announced a new nonprofit, which is called Thrive by 5. It'll operate separately from Metro government, and it'll rely on city, state, federal, and private funding. The mayor says universal pre-K will help children, the economy, and the city's future.
But research has clearly shown that intellectual and social learning experience before age 5 is as important as what they learn after age 5, and that early learning can positively impact the rest of their lives.
Mayor Greenberg says the program will develop in 3 phases, and that's going to happen over the course of several years. So first, you'll have the recruiting child care centers, both private and nonprofit. It'll then fund grants for centers and launch financial assistance for families. Phase 3 will expand eligibility for more families. Now, you might be familiar with this concept because Democrats at all levels of government have been calling for universal pre-K. It was actually a topic President Biden addressed in his recent State of the Union address. Also, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear highlighted it in his budget proposal.